bro.
You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a latest fashion.
Okay. After I played it, I got.
Don't have to struggle, you can see it.
Bucks fan. I ain't tripping. We ready to get tired, Gary Brandon Cooks. Bucks ain't gonna look bad though with Brady behind the helm, with Mike Doves, Brandon
Okay,
Cooks.
Coach, thank you. Away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL,
Mike Evans,
London, England.
6'5",
Coming up, another
from
edition of the
Brady.
NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And
what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake.
I don't think he knew he wasn't in. This nigga called fair catch on the 1. I don't think he did. Shit. He didn't know that he wasn't in the end zone.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones.
Not a safety.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's make these babies cry. Say. Switch, Sonny. Check 49. Check. Fresno.
To throw is Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Would he really quit? Hey Siri. Hold on. You ready to say something? He just texted me something. He said, "Can I go for it?" Go tripping. I don't know what they talk about. Yeah, Jordan the Chiefs.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover.
Tim got the
I know it's coaching screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the
Go
loss
get it,
as he
bitch.
gets this one away.
Come on, C-Mac.
This is fielded at the 27. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Hold on. Slime ready coming right now. The Rams, yeah, that nigga talk a lot. He acting. Yeah, I was ready to say that nigga talk too much.
Ready? Hard, hard. Here we go. Watch twins.
Bracket.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he is swallowed up
Hold
right
on.
at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Switch. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, dude. Let go.
2nd and 5 now. Allen looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted.
I don't know how the fuck
Picked up near the 29, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
That goes for a gain of 31. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Tommy. Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. They're hauling it in, Nelson.
And then it's like they recover so fast, bro. Like, you see all them niggas press, bro? Them niggas just pulled up that fast. I had to look who the fuck was open. I had to take my time. We got a little sneaky little defense.
Let's go. 50, plant. Back.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Fights off the defender. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Ian Thomas got pressed into action early his rookie season as all-pro tight end Greg Olsen went down with an injury. Ended up with 36 catches, and they definitely see him as the future once Olsen decides to hang it up and maybe become a broadcaster.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far,
they were saying that's
here's
the
the
best
best
thing to
part.
put
We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
It's just me and you.
Just put the injuries down the quick time.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, look at that.
Shit.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it.
Oh, that's a good-ass kick, yo.
Picked off by Levante David. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Oh, geez, yo.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Man, should I just do that fucking quick, bro?
Following the interception, Winston. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. So that throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check it back. Check it back.
Scoreless after 1.
I was on me, I ain't supposed to be throwing the ball on there anyway. Saturday.
Ready. You ready? Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Great, just keep putting on.
Slam. Wall, get wall. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Winston now.
Hit. Come on, Shaq Thompson.
It's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Winston. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Grant. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Allen off the play fake. Thomas has got it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Hey, hold it. 80 weapons. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen, and that's complete to McCaffrey. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd down, Grant. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field.
It got his man complete. 39 yards there, a big one.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Flushed out right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hey, one set. Easy. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
On 3rd down, Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. First and 10 at the 13-yard line. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. To the air again with Winston.
I was all over that shit.
It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. He's got the lane, there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Called out a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, foxtrot.
On play action, Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will...
Yo, I'm punting the ball. What is he pausing the game for? Welcome to the gulag. Poor your ass is lost in the gulag. I said, turn around, buddy. What? Damn. He bust a nigga ass in his work clothes. Hold on, something.
Be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
I know what that means.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 29, Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Yeah, he always get his best receiver.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Evans. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Jameis now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there on 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Mike Evans just passed the ball on every guy.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Yeah.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing, Winston.
Ooh.
And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
From the gun, Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Again, it's Winston. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun to give to Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
But who dropped now, UPS? Who you get your shit by? Who you with, Verizon?
Working out of the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. That led to the sack.
And they won't risk defending each other. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time John. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go, go. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch this move. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
To the air. Allen. He's going to look deep for more. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, lock it.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a run with McCaffrey. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Look, squeeze. He's coming, double up. Check three. Watch the safety creep.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Grant able to power through. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
You got nothing. He's coming. We got double up. Two jet bombers. Clear.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Can't believe I just missed that.
On second down, Winston again. He's got this one complete to Perriman. So that one will be accepted. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Patch it, flip. Easy. Follow. Keep bringing it. Stay in there.
So that'll back him up 5.
Mike, who ready? Mike, 5-4. Check back. 54 Mike. Flip. Easy. Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54. Mike.
He's back to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mike, 54. Come on, dude. Check.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
54.
They'll look to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete.
Hell no.
Third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's Winston.
Oh my God, that's a hit.
That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On second down, it's Jones, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Come on, D. 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the glass, watch the glass. Hey, watch that. Easy. 54, Mike 54. Here we go. Right there. 54.
Now Winston. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Mike 53, Mike. Watch the out. Sonny. He's checking. Green, come see. Switch. Check safety. Let's go.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Panthers, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's see that. If you want to play Port Birdie. I don't know what this is yet.